about the physicality of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So it's a difficult question. I'm not sure how to word it. But you know how the Ash'ari say that you cannot say Allah is, or basically say that Allah is a being or a physical being, for example, right? My question is, you know the hadith I mentioned
with
that
Allah,
everyone...
with Allah, don't say physical, say essence. And say divine essence.
Okay.
That.
The divine essence, yes.
The divine essence of
So
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Yes, go ahead, Muhammad.
The hadith that mentions that everyone will go to whom they worship. So the people will go to the sun, or some people will go to the moon, and people will go to their idols. Although that will be left.
What about the hadith?
My question is, in that hadith, there are some topics that arise that I'm curious, because here's the thing. I've been accused of being a mujassim, for example, because I affirm Allah's two eyes, I affirm Allah's hand, I affirm what the Quran affirms, what the hadith affirms. So my question is, when it comes to the divine essence of Allah, for the Athari belief or the proper Ahlus Sunnah wal Jama'ah belief, how do we believe in Allah's, is there distance, is there essence, is there...
Okay.
The question is difficult, but do you understand what I mean?
I understand what you mean. Now, when you affirm based on evidence, right? Like you have an evidence to affirm, right?
Correct.
Then there is nothing wrong with that. Now, when you affirm, you liken what you affirmed to the created.
No,
then you're fine. Okay, just listen. Just yes or no answer, please. Then you're in good hands. Okay. Now, do you seek the reality and the nature of what you affirmed? Do you try to? Do you seek it? Do you try to visualize it? Do you try to in your head? You don't, right?
Correct.
Then you're doing the right thing. Jazakallahu khairan. That's how we should talk about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We affirm because there is an evidence that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has attributes, whether attributes of the essence, that the divine, don't say physicality or don't say that stuff with Allah. Say the divine essence of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So you affirm it. Now, when you affirm it, you have an evidence. You have a text that says Quran or Sunnah or both or one of them, authentic hadith. That's all we have to figure out. Number two, when you affirm them in a way that suits Allah's majesty. What does it mean? Nothing is like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You do not liken the eye or the hand to the human hand, to the shin, the hadith that you're referring to, the shin. You don't liken that. Now, that hadith which you refer to, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will come to the believers in the way that they know Him, now you didn't dictate what form He will come in, did you? Did you say that He will come this way? Did you say that? You did not. So then you're fine. You see, the bottom line here, we affirm because we have an evidence, and when we affirm an attribute, we believe in it in a way that suits Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala majesty. We don't liken, we don't resemble, we don't seek the kayfiyya, the how. We don't try to dictate the nature and the reality of what we affirm, but we believe that it has a form that suits Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and we leave it at that. If you do this, my brother, you're in good hands. Jazakallah.